Christmas morning has arrived, and look who has already emptied his stocking. The always eager John.
For once, beating out my own brother on it.
There are the rest of the things filled. There's none for you, Babette, but look, there's mine. And look at this tree. There seems to be a good supply of stuff under it this year.
There's more to come still.
This is sort of a new one. This is from the Abersols.
Get a little closer to the tree. Let me try to get
Okay, this is of me and Babette, I guess. Thank you. Uncle Laurie, I'm sending this videotape to Babette. You want to say hello?
Hi, Babette. We wish you were here. We looked for your tracks coming down from the chimney, but they weren't there.
So this is the tree. It's sort of hard to get a good shot of it because it's in the window and it makes everything in silhouette, but there we go. Pop, do you want to say hi to Babette on Christmas morning?
Hello, Babette. It's Christmas morning, in case you don't know, and the sun is shining on Penobscot Bay, and the sun is shining inside the house, and we have a great party going on, a great time going on here. Even Uncle Lawrence is here, and but we all miss you. We're thinking of you all the time, and Rick.
Pop,
Yep.
was it, did we have snow? I came in late last night and it was raining, but was there actually snow on the ground around
Oh my
here?
God, it's all gone now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah,
No
what
snow
was the
anywhere
best of
around.
those Christmas-
I didn't. There was hardly any snow
What was the
yesterday
best of
here.
those
It didn't stay on the ground
Christmas
long enough.
songs? What was the best of the Christmas songs?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I meant our inimitable duet
Yeah.
of Grandpa's.
Christmas time is drawing near, Santa Claus will soon be here, with his presents and his toys, just for little boys, girls and boys. What little song shall he sing you? What little gift shall he bring you? When he comes click with a click, click, click on a happy Christmas morning.
That's your great.
I wrote that Babette in a letter. Now I'm sure she didn't know the
That's from
the
her
tune
great
without the
great
tune.
grandfather Lightner wrote that.
Dear grandfather. Babette, take care. Miss you.
Mama?
Hi, honey. I'm just fixing grapefruit and reheating the stolen.
Boy, that looks great.
Whoops. You said you made one, and this one is all ready to be sliced.
Here's something.
And Rick and Babette, Merry Christmas. We certainly miss you, and we're really having a California Christmas.
How's that?
Well, look at the weather. Ned is taking this in a semi-conscious state because he just got up, and
Give me a kiss.
so he doesn't really know what time of day it is. Yeah,
When do you put that in, Mom?
as soon as you get it ready, honey.
Oh, is that my job?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going out the back door just to take a quick look and show you that even though we aren't in Chico, California, we didn't have a white Christmas either. And yeah, there's not a bit, just a speck of snow here. Okay. Boy, I sure hope you can find a VCR before the 4th of July so you can play this.
Should we remove these though from this?
Yeah, I think
have
that
it
does
with
not
this
add.
picture?
It's not another juice.
It's not
Yeah.
festive.
I really wish you would have second and third juice, so we don't have to
Yeah, we can.
put it in icebox, which is, now that it's so hot, we can't use the porch as our refrigerator.
How cold is it, or warm is it?
Oh, it's certainly above freezing. What do you, remember Allan was 50 the other day? For one brief morning?
No, I think.
Oh, Mary, you got that turned on?
Look at my
When the light blinks, you know that you,
Go back, Dad.
Yeah? Look, what did you get, Pop?
Oh, God, look, I got a grapefruit.
That's
and an
filler.
Apple, and look, a beautiful fountain pen, and some glue, and some just what I needed most, brown, what's his name, shoe polish. What else is coming out of this beautiful, never-ending stocking? On Christmas Day, so early. Ah, another apple. There's a little cornucopia. And here's some more things that are just useful. Oh, the batteries. What am I going to put the batteries in? A magnifier. I don't know what that is. Who tells me going to look at the small print? Huh? Energizer.
No, that looks like something nice you just got.
That's beautiful. Look at that mug. Babette.
there's some real nice
I don't know if it
pictures
shows
on
up, but
camera.
it's,
That's the right
it's
thing.
deep blue, cobalt blue, and brown with a black band in between. It's a lovely shape. And we're very low on mud.
That's yours, Uncle Lori, there? John is looking sharp today, although a little unshaven according to what I see in the viewfinder.
Well, I'm going to have to go up and, it's just a close-up of your incredible ability of your camera, Ned. This is really a very close shave.
True film.
Wow. Never ending.
So by the way, Mom, did you
Honey,
try some of this eggnog?
No, I haven't yet, honey.
There are two things.
I made this eggnog, so I'm very interested in seeing Mom's reaction to it.
Yeah.
By the way, the recipe for this eggnog is
Excellent.
1 quart of ice cream, 1 quart of that, eggnog that you buy in the store, and 1 quart of bourbon, and you let it sit for 2 weeks. And then you just whip a little egg white on top the day you serve it with some fresh
That's
nutmeg.
our addition.
Tastes darn good.
Oh, look at this flower
This is a
cutter.
beach ball. I think it's a lantern, actually. It'll go underneath
Oh,
Babette's umbrella.
Santa Claus, what a good gift. Flower cutters, snippers.
All right.
Oh,
Hey, Annie. Annie, would you show us your pregnant self? No. We're looking for a profile shot. And now lift it up. Hey, look at that. That's Ned Jr. in there.
Whether it's a girl or a boy.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
both.
Yeah, she's got to go in for an ultrasound because they say she looks a little big for 4 months.
For 6 months.
6 months.
Yes,
Is it 6 months already?
wow. It's about 6.5.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah,
Time is drawing
your
near.
eggnog is good, Ned.
Thanks. There's your
Really hits the
stocking
spot.
over there.
Wow, that's my stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the stuff underneath it.
Oh, look at this stocking. Wow, pistachios.
You like pistachios, don't you?
Yeah, I love pistachios.
Now you know why I was hitting around on the
Oh,
drive
you're
down.
so funny if they're all gone.
So are we ready to do the tree? Hey, Denise, say hello to Babette.
Hi, Babette.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
John says Ned's holding the camera.
Why don't you be in charge of the tree, Johnny?
No, I'm in charge of the tree.
Okay, why don't you be in charge of the tree and tell John what
Don't
to do?
tell me I'm in charge of the tree. It's my tree. I mean,
He's trying to be in
God.
charge of
Who else is in
it.
charge of the tree?
Do you,
I'm
Alan?
gonna delegate
Hi,
this
Babette.
job very-
Hi, Rick.
Alan, do you want to have a chair over there for you?
Here, by the way, is Garvin.
Yes. But don't discriminate. Did you get Coca checking?
Well, I'm just showing him Garvin for right now. He doesn't talk, but he's a good tweeter.
He's a good sweet.
Well, of course, they're shaky.
I think we should begin with that
And there's
cold
Annie.
shape over there.
You do? I wonder what it is.
I don't know. There's something appeared
Yeah,
here.
why don't you take a look at here? I don't really.
This is,
I'm sort of afraid.
of course, in the continuing saga of Ned needs to go on a diet and
wait a
get
minute.
some
You
exercise.
can't, wait a minute, Ned. Don't you do it. You take a picture. Wait a minute. You get away. Annie.
Here, Pop, why-
Wait a second. Get away, Ned. You take a picture of this.
Now, of course,
Annie.
this couldn't possibly be what I once gave my mother.
Don't make comments like that. This is Christmas Day, so early. Look at that.
Oh,
The ribbon. Oh, here we go.
Happy New Year to Ned and Annie from This couldn't. We're not doing them a favor by removing this from their bedroom.
It's a great hardship for us.
The point with it.
Take a look at
Let's see the mileage. This has been in the family, by the way, for a few years. I can't tell. 51 miles. What?
How many miles?
Only 51 miles.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
about 4.
51 miles in 4 years.
I'm surprised at that. I thought it would have been 5
Annie,
miles.
you can-
Such a beautiful wrapping, though, the top of it.
I'm not putting the wrapping on it. The cellophane on top of the wrapping.
That was because it's a big splash, isn't it?
Now, Babette, what I
Love and
figured we
cheers,
do-
Denise. Who's it for? To all the Lightners. Well, from Denise, my God.
Denise, how do you get that ribbon to curl? I tried
Oh,
and
don't
tried.
tear it.
Well,
Let
I
people
don't dare
see.
touch it now after
Let
all.
people see how beautiful it is.
Beautifully wrapped.
See, look at this
Hand
paper.
wrap.
It got a little bit torn to center.
Now, the way I look at this is we'll show the first present and the last present, Babette, and then we'll thank you on
Well,
camera
this
for the
is the
ones you
second
get, so we
present,
don't have to send you a
Alan.
thank you.
Can I do this?
Yep. Santa Claus.
Careful with the paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look. Denise, did you do all those? Oh. Well, this would have been saved if somebody had gashed it with a knife.
Oh, really?
Ah, just what we needed, I think.
A mug.
A mug.
A shaving mug. A shaving mug. So early. Oh, a
that
big,
is
beautiful one.
Beautiful.
That's John's
Wow.
size
Here,
mug.
we
That's
can
the
put
kind he likes to
Right
use.
there. And, oh, see, one for you and one for me, I think, Alan.
Well, I think I have to drink more coffee. You only use
Must be a blue one. Is this blue? No?
you use a
beautiful.
quarter
I
of
use it
one of
for-
our small mugs.
I use
You
that.
can only use about a tenth
Say,
of that.
Ned, have we got a paper bag for
Is
something?
that something in the bottom?
Oh, something more, yes.
Oh, it tells you how to use a mug.
The next book of Omni Games. More than 200 brain teasers and puzzles. Ha ha. John. We'll have to try a few of those out. Right, now, how are we doing it? Have we got a box for...
John's probably
Trash,
cheated
and
and
then
knows
I'm
the answers
holding-
already.
And I'm holding,
Trash box, right?
yes.
Okay.
John, maybe you
I
should
can
get a
fix
green
trash.
I
trash.
showed you opening the first present,
I want to put on your...
and now I'll show you that everything has been
It's
done.
almost midnight, Babette.
Oh my God, not another one. But the tree is now empty. It really has been a while, though. I think looking at the watch, you can see it's, well, you can't see. It's 5 o'clock.
We've carried out 1 truckload of waste paper already. This is just for the last few.
Should we show her all the presents we got?
Oh, let's thank her. Babette, the garlic was wonderful.
Thank you, Babette, for my Yeah, herbal really, bath. thanks for that.
The herbal bath.
We miss you.
What else did we get, Mom, that we should thank Babette for? Look,
I
look.
got the garlic, but Pop got that whirligig, which he
Let me
is.
thank her for that, for God's sake.
Okay. Second.
I couldn't believe what I just heard. Babette, that was a great roaring success. We immediately, who was it, Ned or John, immediately got it in the right shape, and it is just beautiful. It's just like yours, and you know how much I like yours. Thank you very much for that wonderful whirligig. Whatever. What a Christmas we've had with that. Maybe you can see around this room. It's been going on for so many hours I can't remember before Christmas.
Outlawing
Ned.
prison throwing.
Access This to is a whole tools and earth ideas.
Hey, Ned.
Babette, this whole Earth thing looks really pretty interesting. Computer viruses and islands and stuff. It looks wonderful. I haven't had a chance to really look through it, but wow, great.
And Ned, Pop and I got very appropriate books from Rick. Rick, we would like to thank you because those are really well
And say
chosen
hi
books.
to Rick, too.
And hi and Merry Christmas, Rick.
Yeah.
Even though we're talking to Babette, we really mean 2 people. Not to mention Lava and Mina.
Okay.
Good dogs. Don't lick, Mina.
Oh, does Mina lick all the time?
Babette, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you that this was a wonderful idea for a present
Picture
that's
Rusty,
fathering with a changing family.
Index just
kind of a
flashed.
family Christmas.
mean
Oh, no, that's normal.
First time.
John is now the official photographer, so if you see the
He's
camera
freaking
looking a
out.
little unstable. But really, this is a wonderful present, and I'm looking forward to reading it, which I ought to, you know, my next job is to take child rearing classes or child birth classes with Annie, so this will be another part of my educational process. But basically, I figure it's all innate anyway. I'm just going to give the kid a bread and water and a little bunk in the corner and not spoil it, you know, and just generally give it the kind of upbringing that won't have them take things for granted, like, oh, you know, if I give them a nickel, the kid will be incredibly grateful, and that's only after, like, doing all the housework. Anyway, on that note, Merry Christmas, or Happy New Year, or Happy Mid-July by the time you get a chance to... Were there any traditions in the Lightner senior, your folks' families with Christmas?
Any traditions? The whole damn thing was traditional. What are you talking about? Don't you consider everything from the tree to the stockings to the food to be traditional? And singing around the piano, including stockings in the kitchen, hanging up in a row. It was all tradition, nothing but tradition.
Were there any things that were...
Tradition.
One part I remember vividly was that we couldn't start things until everybody was ready. And at Mountain, for many years in Mountain Lakes, we would still be waiting for Aunt Marion's parcel to arrive. And one thing that would sort of keep me under control a little bit would be after breakfast, so eager to get started, they'd send me off on my bicycle about a mile to the post office to make one last survey of whether it was in. Sometimes it would be there. And then there would be the problem of just about when everything was finally ready, my father would have to go to the bathroom or something like that. And I can still remember waiting around, somebody's still washing up or finishing shaving or something until we finally...
Things were never going to last enough for the kids.
Did you have stockings and things like that?
We always had stockings and did very much as you do in your family, that was the legitimate loot to open early in the morning. The kids would get up and go down, get the stockings, and supposed to go back to their room and play with their things. But there were times when the parents, when there was something very special that the parents couldn't resist coming in and playing with our toys on the bed even at 6 a.m. And then there were those several times when there was the amazing, wonderful surprise. Once when it was a puppy, collie puppy, that after all the presents were done, I was asked to go down cellar to stoke the furnace. There was still a coal furnace. And I almost objected because I was busily playing with something. But I'm glad to report that maybe an older brother gave me a signal or something. Fortunately, I went. And when I got down there, this cute little puppy rushed up to me, and of course it was just the greatest event.
Did you sing? Was singing a big part of your Christmases at all? Like, did you sing the doxology?
Well, we began the singing.
That would be
began in the nights before. Do you remember the days, or was that before when Ann lived with us in Mount Vernon? That you would. Ann used to sing in the same choir with my father. But anyhow, Father, there'd be a lot of singing in preparation for the church singing. And then we would go to the church and hear a lot of church singing there. And then at home, of course, we carried on with our father played the piano by ear, and so he could play all these.
We would no doubt carol around the piano Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day. I don't know.
No, there wasn't any. We had enough, just like these days, even without the TV and the radio.
No, you've heard about this imaginative brother Lionel. I remember vividly one time going, at his insistence, he and I went out serenading the neighbors, and the instruments were he on the trombone and I on the tuba. And we were attempting two-part simple harmony of Christmas carols to the neighbors. A little unusual, but we thought it was great fun.
Now, Pop, you will always have these certain responsibilities, like giving the presents out from the tree and carving the turkey.
Well, Father did that. Yeah, oh yeah, Father did that.
So a lot of these traditions come directly from your family.
Oh, geez, yes. Every one of them. I don't know how much original stuff.
picked up a few along the way. I don't
Yeah,
smoke much
that's,
anymore.
you do what you were brought up with.
Right. Well, we
But then,
picked up a
then
few in
you, of course,
Germany.
you do have.
We have the outdoor spa.
How about lights? Now, we have lights in the windows.
No, we didn't have lights in those days.
Did you use candles in trees or anything like that?
Well,
No, that's more
They
ancient.
were,
Fire laws are
they
developed
frowned
by
on
that.
that, yeah.
We had just a big lighted tree. And I think in Mountain Lakes, our last few years there, we lighted an outdoor tree. But that didn't come along for a while.
When did they start putting all those, it seems like every house nowadays has these lit up Santa Clauses and lit up street lights, outdoor lights. Have they been around since you were a kid?
Certainly since the 1930s. I can remember when I was courting Margaret, visiting her in Toledo, and we would drive around and go to certain houses that were noted for their lavish, extensive displays. The only ones I remember were very trite, but somebody had a whole Santa Claus and sleigh and reindeer, all fake things, arrayed all across the roof of a large house, and then a lot of other lights along the driveway and such, so you go by and see this great, almost like an advertising.
Babette, you remember that the animals were supposed to all be surrounding the baby in the manger. And this is a poem called The Friendly Beast. Jesus, our brother, good and kind, was humbly born in a stable rude. And the friendly beasts around him stood, Jesus, our brother, kind and good. Oh, said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother up hill and down. I carried his mother to Bethlehem town. Oh, said the donkey, shaggy and brown. Oh, said the cow, all white and red. I gave him my manger for his bed. I gave him my hay to fill his head. Oh, said the cow, all white and red. Oh, said the sheep with a curly horn. I gave him my wool for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. Oh, said the sheep with the curly horn. Thus every beast by some good spell in the stable dark was glad to tell of the gifts he gave Emmanuel. The gifts he gave Emmanuel.
Whoa, Red, Mama.
Now we're going to
Mark the Herald
How about
Angels
those
sing.
animals all say O's to the sheep, O's to the cow? Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinner reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the sky. Hear the Catholic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. We should look at Babette and say, aye, aye, aye.
Babette, I hope you and Rick, Babette and Rick, I hope you're singing with us.
Next one will be God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, for those of you following along in the hymnal. It's on page 4.
It's in a little lower position. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. Today the star from Satan's power we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Merry Christmas, Merry Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Happy
it easier to look at that.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, now which one shall we sing one more? How about I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas?
Oh, no.
Because of the sound,
Yes.
because of the visual effect.
Yes.
It's got a real visual effect.
There is Babette, we do think we had a white Christmas.
Sing the solo part.
I haven't been voiced
I know
the voice for that.
Well, girls can hum the second verse and the boys whistle the third verse.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
It's beautiful. It's really terrific. Babette has one in a tree that I admired, and she got this for my Christmas. I am so delighted. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
And the gold-headed cane to go with it. How about that, Babette?